All right, here's 3 tips to survive a social gathering as an introvert. All right, so as we all know, we don't like these things. They're very tiresome. They're long, drawn out, but necessary things. Especially if you're single, you still have to be social to meet your mate. So, this is how you survive. Tip number 1, get your caffeine. Just get your caffeine in. You're going to have a long, tired night. You just need some sort of stimulant to make it through. So at least you'll be a little more sociable than usual. Plus, if you drink enough caffeine, it'll make you pee a lot. So you'll have plenty of bathroom breaks if you need a breather from the conversations. Number 2, ask questions. Now, if you're silent, people will come around and start asking you questions and think that there's something wrong. You don't want them controlling the situation. You don't want them controlling the conversation because they'll dive in, getting into some very probing questions that you don't want to answer. So you take control by asking them questions. And so you could write these down. You could have a list of questions that you could ask people, or you could just do what I do and quote movies. And so one of my favorite things to do is to quote The Salton Sea when the guy goes, "Hey, what you looking at?" He says, "Your boots. Did you purchase them locally?" And I say a variant of that, and it works. Actually, I made a very good lifetime friend just because of that one line. And number 3, have a few like dad jokes or quirky jokes that you're ready to tell at a moment's notice. The reason is that people will expect you to contribute to a conversation if you're in a social setting, right? If you're in a circle and everyone's talking and things get quiet and it starts to die out and you see people getting uncomfortable and you haven't said a word the entire time, throw a dad joke out there. The reason being is because they're already looking at you like you're a weirdo that doesn't talk to anyone. So if you just say a random joke, then what's the harm? They'll either crack up and laugh and they think it's great and a new conversation will start, or they'll just continue to look at you like a weirdo. So one of my favorite jokes is I just turn to someone and be like, "Hey, who do mice pray to?" They'll just go, "What?" Like, "Who do mice pray to?" I don't know. Jesus. It works. Trust me, it works. You're like, it's so stupid. Such a stupid joke, but it works. Another one you can use is how many times you have to tickle an octopus before it laughs. And they'll be like 8 because it's an octopus. I'm like, no, 10 tickles. Just like that. Works every time. Well, no, 60% of the time it works 100% of the time. Anyway, so I'll get more of these out so you can survive social gatherings.